It's a cruel, cruel summer, leaving me here on my own. It's a cruel, cruel summer. Now you're gone. The city's crowded, my friends are away. I'm on my own. It's too hot to handle, so I gotta get up and go. It's a cruel, cruel summer, leaving me here on my own. It's a cruel, cruel summer. There you go. It's a cruel,
Hi.
Hey
Hi,
guys,
everybody. I
how
missed
are
you
you?
guys.
I know, I feel like it's been forever.
They say you better be holding a giant Mai Tai.
No, I'm not actually. Um, no, I'm not having a cruel summer, Annie. It's been a very relaxing month considering all the dumbness.
The
Hi,
dumbness.
Kayla. So here's the deal, you guys. I'm a little late. You can see I have like a delay and stuff. I hope the Wi-Fi holds up. It's not that great, so I don't know. Is it really bad?
I think it's fine right now. And you
Okay.
look fucking hot, so.
Thanks. It is hot. It's
No,
hot as
not that kind of
hell.
hot. That's not the kind of hot I'm talking about.
Thank you. Well, I forgot. So T and I are in a relationship anyways. Were we going to tell him this time
No,
or no?
I just have the girl crush, remember? I'm like in
Oh,
love with
all right,
you.
I forgot.
I'm secretly in love with you.
We're not coming out yet? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, no, we can't come out yet. We got to leave
Okay.
some suspense.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, we're both married, but, we're planning our future together over here.
Well, me and Teresa are hooking up. Me and MJ are hooking up. Me and
You and Dr. B are sisters. I mean,
everybody are hooking up.
what else is
Me and
going
Dr.
on?
B are sisters.
I pay people for interviews, so this is,
Teresa
shit's
pays
getting
people
real.
for interviews. See, it's for me. I don't have any Wi-Fi. Can you really?
You are
hear
fine.
me?
Yeah, I
That's
totally
weird.
hear you.
It tells me I have no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I was jealous of Vanessa being in Hawaii, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. So I packed up all the kids, and I was like, we're going. I know. What side is it? I'm like, what side is it on? I think it's on both, but this one you can really see for some reason.
Dude.
Yeah, I was trying to tell him, I'm like, I got a little red, man. I got a little red yesterday, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go spend the day at the beach too. Like, whatever. She can be in Hawaii all she wants to. I got beaches right here, bitches.
So fucking competitive.
And then she's like sending pictures, and it's like all nice and clear water, and then like I'm sending pictures, and there's like seaweed and bullshit. I'm like, whatever. What's up? This is Callie, girl.
Oh my god, you're so funny. No, there's no seaweed here. That's crazy. You know what? I just realized I didn't put the link in YouTube members. So whoopsies. Hold on.
That's good.
God, I can't
you did
get
put it in Patreon. The Patreon.
I can't get it right.
Oh, goodness gracious. I know. Before we left for the beach, my husband's like, you better put sunscreen on, because he knows I don't believe in sunscreen for me. I sunscreen the crap out of my children, but not for me. And he's like, you better put sunscreen on. And then when I come home, he's like, you like that? You like that white neck, red chest look? You like that? I'm like,
I forgot how to do things. Gone 1 week. How do I? Oh, here it is. I'm like, how do I put a link in the? All right. I'm allergic to something here. I keep sneezing and my eyes are watering. I don't know what it is here, but I'm allergic to something. Okay. I've got the link.
You're just crying because you missed me so much. Let's be real.
I know. I was crying.
Let's be real.
I was so excited we were going to come out with our relationship. All right. Hold on. Wait. Sorry.
Oh, and then I totally knocked that out. I was like, no, we can't go there yet.
Yeah, exactly. You ruined it. That's okay. You don't have
I
to blame
ruined
me.
it.
Okay, here we go. Live
You know what?
blame.
I'll tell you right now. If I was gonna have a girl crush, you would be the girl to crush.
Thank you. Uh-oh,
So,
there goes next
I mean, shit.
rumor.
look at ya.
See? It's out. you
Maui
guys.
girl. Now I'm
Oh,
just
Maui
jealous of
girl.
you all the time. I don't even know if I can talk to you anymore, Maui girl. I'm
Everyone-
like, now that I see all these
Everyone
pictures
should be
all the time.
jealous of her. Yeah. I've texted her that about 1,000,000 times while I've been here. I'm like, God, I'm jealous of you. Oh shit.
What'd
oh,
you do?
shit. Nothing.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
And he's like, you're all gonna want my life when you see me
Oh,
swimming
no.
in the green algae lake. Don't be jelly.
This is
What did you do? Are you deleting people?
No. So I did something because I'm distracted. So.
Thanks, new girl.
I wonder if anyone could get on my wall really quick and delete that has my password. Hold on a minute. Yikes.
Oh Jesus.
Did our numbers just spike up, Leslie?
Yeah, they're up.
Okay.
Did you share the Patreon with your Facebook friends? Yeah. It's gonna be one of those days.
Okay, hang on. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I just shared it with everyone, but now I deleted it. So if you caught that, you're welcome. All right.
How nice of you. And
Oops.
we're public.
Oh, shit. I can't talk and chew gum at the
Leslie,
same
tell her to
time.
stop touching stuff.
Son of a bitch. Okay, so that went out publicly, and now it's fixed.
Did you put it on YouTube publicly?
Yeah. Now it's members only, but I don't know for anyone who has like got that notification.
Oh God.
I know. I'm sorry.
We're just gonna invite everybody in. You want me just to start sending the links out in DMs and we slide into some DMs and start
It's
being like, hey, this is what we're doing right now.
okay. So it's private now, but there was a couple minute thing where it went out to everybody that's a sub, all 100,000 people. Okay, we're good now.
Okay.
Vanessa's friends. Oh, no, don't worry. It only went out to all of the subs. to the
Anybody
channel.
who came from Vanessa's Facebook, tell us some stories about Vanessa.
I swear to God, it went out to the subs, which is even worse. All 100K.
That could be fun.
Yeah. Well, welcome if you're new here. Just kidding. I changed it. No, you don't have to behave, Kristen. Okay, good, Beth. Maybe it didn't go. Hey, Beth.
I
miss
didn't get a
my
notification that Unmasked was live.
Barbara, we do not need. Yeah, no. Also, we have news on Snuffles. I didn't see him in chat.
He's here.
I don't know if he's awake, if he's asleep. Oh,
He's here somewhere,
at least it was
working around, doing stuff.
Working around. I don't know if he wants to say it or I'll say it. Oh, no, nothing, Maui girl. I accidentally sent out the link to all of the channel instead of just the channel members, but I fixed it. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, see you doing snuffly things.
Oh, he's busy doing dumb shit, probably. So, I didn't mean that in a mean way. He knows.
Crack a Dr. Pepper for this one.
So, I didn't know if he wanted to say it or if he wanted me to say it. Wait, all three of us, right? Or all four of us? Because don't forget MJ. Oh, stop shaking your head, Teresa. No, and MJ, don't forget her. Do you know that MJ actually sent me? Is she in here too? She cracks me up. She sent me a message like, "Did you hear?" I was like, "Hear what?" She's like, "That we're a thing." It's so stupid, you guys. She did. Okay, so Snuffles, stop it. He got on and took his own wrench. So, and as only Snuff would do. So yeah, he's no longer a wrench for Unmasked. So as I was saying to him at one point, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. He no longer wrenches for us. So may God have mercy on your souls because I tried to temper that shit. And so now he's on his own. Good luck. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Kim.
No more ball and chain.
The ball and chain is released. Oh, Michelle, don't even try. It's like a weird 4-way or something, 5-way. I'm not sure. So, anyways, Tracy, you're cracking me up with your tan.
I'm trying to hide it. Hold on.
Like, eat your heart out, Vanessa, with Hawaii. She's so funny.
I'm trying to hide that stupid tan line. But see, like it's like I'm crooked. That's I tell you when I'm on it, I'm crooked. It makes my eyebrows crooked. Everything's like crooked.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I can't move my face. Why am I trying? So, anyways, sorry, that was snarky. I promised I wouldn't do that. Sorry, I got one, and I apologize.
What does this mean for us? Marshall Dove wants to know, what does this mean for us?
What? Well, it means nothing really for us because he's still in chat and he's still there. But for others, I don't know what it means. Like I said, good luck. She does look hot.
We have two different paths at this time.
So
Snuffles is going to take his Snuffly path.
Well, and they don't even understand that, like, we were the ones that like kind of held him back. And now there's nobody holding him back. So, dear God. Exactly, Missy. Release the Kraken. God, what am I allergic to? Oh, my
Snuffles.
eyes are like swelling and watering up as we're talking. Sorry. So you could put it that way, Marshall. Love you, Newfie girl. Hey, Jax. Right? He already has videos about himself. He's got quite the following, which is really funny. Yes, I'm still related to everybody and still hooking up with everyone. So you're right, Sleuth.
If we're not related, we're doing it.
Exactly.
That's how it goes.
Maui girl. It was muggy the first day. The first day I got off the plane, I stepped outside and I looked like Monica from Friends. Like, literally my hair was doing this, like, as I was walking out. It was so frizzy and nasty. And then it's less me today, but it's not Colorado. It's 4:37 here. Marshall,
yeah, normally I'm the one that it's way earlier. And now she's like, yeah, it's only like 4:30. I'm like, dude, I gotta get off at 8:30. Like, I don't know. She's like, it's still afternoon. Well,
it sucks because I want to get on and talk to, like, team or some of the Patreons, and it's like I realize once I get home and I'm like settled in, it's like 2 a.m. there, so I have no one to talk to at night. It kind of sucks.
Like, we're not up at 2 a.m.
Well, I know some of you guys still are, but yes, Marshall, I just did that yesterday. I dropped some pictures in. I think it was with my team in VIP chat. The road to Hana is unreal. It was like life changing. If you guys ever come to Maui, just hit me up and I'll tell you all the stuff to do because it's the most beautiful place on earth. I swear to God.
Yeah, go ahead, keep telling us. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's how great it is. Keep telling us how wonderful it is there. Why we're not there. I'm not jealous.
Put pictures up, and maybe we should do a true crime trip here at some point, or something like that.
Hey, Jackie.
Makeup date with Jackie. Sorry, my eyes are watering. I can't even read.
It's true, Leslie. I do. Normally in chat, she's getting up to go to work, and so she's like coming in and checking like everything that's happened. I'm like, okay, good night. See you later.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. Wait. No, I didn't. Is that in Patreon? Yeah, Chit Chat Realness. He was. It probably is safer.
What I do now?
Welcome, makeup date.
Chit Chat Realness. Just so everybody's aware, I paid Chit Chat Realness to say that. I just want everybody to know there was a payment made to Chit Chat Realness to say that I'm fucking hilarious.
And Iowa else
didn't get paid to say it.
No. Jesus Christ. We do. Well, I mean, we're going to have one next April, it looks like. Cash App. Exactly, right? That's what they all use. It's Cash App.
Cash App.
That's what we learned.
You know that's going to be out there everywhere. She pays her subs to say nice things about her.
Yeah, she does. Well, we buy our subs. We pay. How would I have any money left if I paid for all the things people said I did? I buy my sub.
I just thought it was funny
pay
because I'm like,
people to
do you
talk
guys
to
think
me.
that I have like an extra $400 to be throwing out?
Right,
For
I know,
shits and
right?
giggles for an interview. I don't have an extra $400. I live like a very nice, comfortable
And
life.
400
I'm not
too.
wealthy. I
Damn.
don't have, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm some big, you know, head honcho person that just has like money laying around. I'm like, yeah, here's some bucks. Come on with us.
Right?
Idiots.
I know. Where do I have all this cash flow? I'm broke from dance. Trust me. What?
You're broke from going to Hawaii.
From these dance payments and dance trip. I don't have $400 to throw her way. Yeah, I know they are. Parody Patty. Hey, thank you for having our
Christy.
backs, by the way.
Yes.
Hi, Central Exposure. I see some new people here.
That's awesome. Did we pay them?
That's really cool, Ambi. Your mom is subbed. Oh, that makes me nervous. I need to watch my language. You pay $10,000 a month to be Patreon. I know, Michelle.
I don't see how that's would be profitable at all.
No.
Pay for the subs, pay for the views,
right.
Probably pay your own super chats. I mean, I don't know what's next. Pay for the interviews. This is not a sustainable business.
Yes, I could get you some pizzas. I know. So it's just so stupid. Dance is expensive, Peggy. And my daughter dances like, that's why we're doing all this stuff. And, you know, she dances a lot. Like 30 hours a week.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
My daughter does gymnastics like 10 and a half, and I'm like,
it's a huge commitment. Yeah. But I paid Snuffles, you know, to talk to us and terrorize us. I pay everybody.
I don't think anybody needs to pay him. He does that shit for fun, for shits and snuffles.
Do it for fun. That's what's so scary. You guys don't get it. This is fun for him. But yeah, thanks to all of you that I've had. Oh, me too, Beth. But you can't have them in Colorado, I don't think. I don't know, Sleuths, if you know better, but in Colorado, it's so mountainous and rocky. Nobody has pools.
Okay,
yes, I do, Rosa. Yeah, nobody has pools like that I see. No one in my neighborhood does. Oh, really, Missy? Yeah, it's yummy. Right, Sherry? Look, all my paid friends are here.
I'm not even real. I'm just a figment of your payment.
Yeah. And I don't know, we're not, and don't take this the wrong way, you guys, because we talked about this a lot. I haven't been able to talk to my team that much because of the time difference and all that. And Marshall, definitely will get to your question. But we did want to, if you guys have any questions about what has gone on, because it's so crazy. Oh, you live in Longmont? That's awesome. You're not far from me.
Well, right now you are.
Right now you are. Exactly, Jinx. Right now you're very far from me, but not in real life. Yeah, Louisiana girl. Half the time I don't have any idea what's going on. And see, it says I have no Wi-Fi again, so.
You're still there.
Okay.
We figured we'd ask you guys if you guys have questions about all the nonsense that's happened lately. We'd be happy to answer. If you guys don't give a shit and want to talk about something else, we'll do that too.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's going to be a shorter one tonight. But
I do want to be very clear, though. Nobody has been paid for anything. Nobody has been paid for anything. Before that gets out there, that now they're in there saying nobody's been paid for anything. There was no payments for interviews. There was no payments for subs. There's no payments for views. There's no payments for me being here. There's no payments. So I want to make sure that no matter what, you guys know that. Not that it really even matters. I think the point is that if there was a payment, we would say this is a paid interview.
People are paid for interviews. If I did choose to pay someone for an interview and someone asked me about it, I'll let them know. Yeah, I paid that person. But we didn't, and I don't even know where that came from or where the amount came from. but it seems like I have my suspicions, honestly, and I think it kind of. Oh, good, Beth. I think that it's coming from like the same group of people. Because we see a lot, you guys, and we're sent a lot, and it just seems to me like it's the same group of people doing the same crap. Okay, Father Snuffles, in a nutshell, yeah. And what we try to do is once you're our friend, you're our friend, and we don't like bullying, and we don't like when people gang up on other people. And we came to MJ's defense with all that's happening, and that turned a lot of people on us because they didn't like that, and that's okay. But we didn't think it was right, and stuff hit the fan over that. And that's okay.
And I think that we should be very clear that the part that we didn't think was right was the repetitive talking about it. Like,
and
I totally
public humiliation.
Yeah, I totally understood that there was like a falling out between two people that were friends, and then, shit went haywire, and who's, there's two sides to everything. And so now you have to pick a side. For me personally, that's not how it was. I just didn't like the repetitive hate part. I don't like that. So
right.
When it came to like taking a side or something, it wasn't about the situation from the beginning. It was about what was happening later.
And also, it's different the kind of people you pick on. Right now, I'm getting a lot of hate for sure. I mean, Teresa's getting some of it too, but for a month now, it's been horrible. Okay. It's been like all this whatever. And honestly, I'm getting to the point now where I really don't care. Like today, that dude calling me a bitch today, I don't even know him. He's over there calling me a bitch in comments. I don't know him. And like, obviously that's got nothing to do with me right there because I don't even know this person. So I can't get all wrapped up in it. It is what it is. And Michelle, it is daily. And I feel bad for my team because it feels like daily we are getting hit with stuff daily. But it all started the same weekend. And I'm not being whatever. I'm just saying, did it not? It all started the same weekend.
I think it all kind of exploded the same weekend because it seemed that there's different. I think that's kind of the thing too, is there's like different situations with each of these people. The situation, and I tried to like say that when I was on that live, like the situation that happened with Lynn from Trauma and True Crime is not the situation that happened with like Natasha Cooper. It's not
two separate issues.
They're all totally separate. The situation separate. With Mandy C, totally another separate issue.
They're trying to.
It's almost like anybody who got mad at us found each other for a hot minute, and then shit went haywire. But they're all totally separate situations. Right. So I was like, I'm here. And here's the thing is, I had never talked to Lynn outside of YouTube. Her being on the panel with us in here or like in chats and stuff, I had never actually had a conversation with her. So like Vanessa and her were friends. And so like that situation that's their fight. But I don't want to sit there and listen to somebody calling Vanessa a bitch all the time. Like that's not fun for me. I don't know. So I'm like, then it becomes like you have to get involved at some point. And I think that, and I'm going to speak for Vanessa here, which I probably shouldn't, but at some point, like when Lynn is her friend and Natasha is calling Vanessa a bitch over and over again, Lynn doesn't have much of an option but to have to pick sides almost. As unfair as that is, you can't, and it's not like, hey, we chit chat on YouTube like Lynn and I would. Like if Natasha started calling me a bitch, it would make sense that Lynn didn't have to pick a side. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. But me and Lynn talked on the phone and stuff. Oh, crap.
Right.
Now I'm going to go all big-faced. Oh, and now is not the time because I have no lighting. I'm burned to a crisp. But no, it's true. And Lynn and I did talk on the phone. We were like friends. And what happened was just short version. So you understand. MJ, who is some people are asking who is Melissa Jade. And I'm not going to get into her personal stuff, but we had become friends, and Lynn was not happy about that, and she was refusing to come into Patreon while I allowed Melissa J to be Patreon. Well, I'm not going to kick out a Patreon because another Patreon doesn't like them. There's a block button, and I said that back. There's a block button. There's other options you can do, but that is not. Imagine if you had to do that for everybody. If so-and-so didn't like so-and-so, so you had to kick so-and-so out. That's not how you run a business, okay? And it's not how you run things. And you couldn't even keep up with those requests, by the way, because there's so much history.
There would be nobody left in here.
No, there's no way to do that.
I wouldn't be here. That's for sure.
So I said that to her. I said, there's no way to do what you're asking me to do. And I'm not going to. I'm not going to. She's my friend and I like her. And I'm not going to. That's a ridiculous request from an adult. And so that's how, literally, you guys, that's how this whole thing started. It's so dumb. And then it escalated.
Yeah.
And it did escalate. Escalated over a weekend. And then And yeah, keep in mind, MJ doesn't even know Lynn. So the whole thing was ridiculous. And I kept asking her, like, why? What is the problem? Couldn't answer. Sorry, my Wi-Fi sucks. And so anyway, bottom line is it escalated. We had a fight from all the groups. Shoot. Keeps cutting out, huh?
We can still hear you, though.
Okay. I removed her from all the groups, and then that was it. It was go time. So that's how this all started. It's so dumb. Then she linked up with other people who didn't like us, and it went from there. So that's how this all started, so you guys know.
Oh, and I also, for anybody who didn't hear the live, like, I tried to also make it very clear, and for Patreons, I think you guys already would know that anyway. The channel, when people are like, Unmasked says they don't do drama, like, I'm like, I can't, that drives me fucking insane.
Because
you have no choice but to be in drama in this community of shit. And we came from the Watts case, like, hello, talk drama. But the channel doesn't do drama. So even when all this was happening and we were like, how do we address it? What do we do? We don't know really where to go. I mean, there's people in here that you guys know what's going on. There's other people that are even in here that don't have a clue what's going on.
Don't know what's right. I know, Jack.
How do you address something that you don't have anywhere to go address it? What do you do?
And we're damned if we do, because I addressed it to some people, you know, and everyone has their opinions. I've got people like, don't address it. You shouldn't even stoop to their level and address it. Okay, so I did that for a while. And then after a while it looks weak. And after a while it looks like, well, why isn't she defending herself? Maybe it's true. So then I go in and say something. People are like, see, your drama. You said you weren't trying. And it's like, oh my God, I can't not answer. I can't answer. You're just screwed any way that you go. So what we mean by that is, look at our videos. Are our videos about other people? Are our videos about torturing other people, playing their private messages, doing those kinds of things? No, they're not. They're about crimes. That's what we mean by that we're not drama. Do we get sucked into it behind the scenes? Yeah. And there's nothing we can do about it because you've seen it.
Right.
And this is just what's in front of you. If you guys only saw like the stuff that's sent to us, or that, and we have to ignore it on a daily basis. So-and-so said this about so-and-so said, and it's like, okay, it's stupid. YouTube is cutthroat, it's vicious, and it is bad. It's bad.
And we've talked to you guys like, about like that. There's so much shit behind the scenes. Somebody in here was like, "Can you guys make us like? Is there like a level we can get where we can get all the behind the scenes stuff?" The other thing that needs to be really clear is there is no like weird chats of like trying to bring channels down. That seems to be another big thing. Like we don't like small channels, or we don't. And I'm like, you know, like if people actually looked back at it. I don't remember what the channel is called now because it wasn't my thing, but you probably do, Vanessa. Like you like literally like helped her set up her entire YouTube. Do you remember who that was when you very first started YouTube? Like you like helped her set up the whole thing.
I thought you meant Cadle.
It was it was supposed to be like a cooking thing, and then you were like, or it wasn't a cook. I don't remember exactly, but it was like a cooking thing, and then it was like going to be cooking and true crime, or
yes, who was that?
I don't remember.
Oh my God, why is my brain
my point is that like from the get-go, no matter what size it has, like the channel has been, it's never been like to knock anybody else down ever. Like I haven't gone on other channels to like try to steal their subs. Like I went on channels of people that I liked to support them and talk to them because I fucking liked them. Like there was there's nothing.
Right.
And maybe it's because people don't genuinely like other people that they don't think it's possible. But like, I liked those people, and some of them I still like. It's not. I don't know. It's nuts. But there's no weird conspiracy to take down a bunch of channels.
No, that doesn't serve us anyway either. If I wanted to take down a channel, and this will start a whole other rumor, but wouldn't I want to take down a bigger channel? No, but I'm just being serious. Like, what would it serve us at all to go after a littler channel that doesn't even serve us in any way, shape, or form? And thank you, Annie, by the way, and thanks, Amanda. And I appreciate those of you who've had our backs and been so supportive. And there's been a bunch of you who have, because it's kind of like, I don't know, but that's the truth. We had Lynn on when she had 857 subs because I wanted to help her channel grow, because I liked the video that I had seen. Same with Melissa Jade. We tried to help her get monetized. We do try to help other channels get bigger if we like their content or whatever. I just had her pegged wrong. Not Melissa Jade, obviously. I like her a lot, but it was just...
That's another thing. I had never talked to Melissa Jade outside of YouTube lives and other YouTube chats.
Thank you, Beth. Love you.
So then all of a sudden, like, I'm in some huge conspiracy. We're all in this big conspiracy as all the unmasked people to take sides and do. I'm like, that's not true. It's not true.
Yes. And by the way, and I guess if we want to be totally transparent, or am I going to get in trouble? We haven't talked that much, so we didn't really. But I know we're buying. Okay, this is not.
Nobody has been paid for this content.
No, this isn't plans. That's why I'm going to say something out of turn, because I've got to be out of it. But I know where the buying subs thing came from. It came from the same creator that made a video about it in January. She told those people to do it, and she's in their chats. So we knew, it's not rocket science. It's the same sub that Teresa told, I'll show you how it's a little thick in December. It's that same creator who has a pathological dislike for us. And now we've got her amazing X team, which I always say her loss, our huge gain, because it's the truth. And I feel like the team we have now at Unmasked is the best we've ever had. I love these women so much. They're the best. All of them. They all work their asses off. And that's what makes me mad too, is they all work their asses off. They're all up 24/7. They all just do this because they're good people and they love what they do.
Yep.
And I mean, that's why they're here. So, I mean, and they work their butts off. They really do. And I feel bad for them because they get some of the fallout too. And it just sucks all the way around. So, and I hate when they're stressed out, and it's been stressful this month. But I think we're just kind of learning this is how it's going to be. I guess, as the channel grows. But I love you guys, Michelle. So
they're a badass team. I mean, like, let's be real. They're a badass team.
They are a badass team.
They all play a very, intricate part in doing stuff for the channel. So it's not like ha ha ha, we're gonna throw wrenches because these people happen to be on another channel. It never worked that way, and it was never about that. It was literally like, these people know what they're doing, they know what's happening, they know the ins and outs of how to work this. Like, this is the team we need.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the other
all
thing.
I'll say is I'll speak for me on the Natasha Cooper side. That issue went way further back. Nothing to do with Lynn. It was way further back when she was still on Facebook and not even on YouTube. And some people may even remember it.
And it wasn't about Snuffles. He just threw the gasoline on there, but it wasn't. This started in November of last year.
Because she did a Facebook Live saying that she could connect Jamie Watts to Colorado, even though Jamie had said she'd never been to Colorado. So I was like, well, I want to watch this live, because that's when I was knee deep in Watts bullshit. And so I watched, and she started talking about somebody that I happened to know at that time, knew wasn't friends with Jamie from before. She was friends with Jamie from the case. She was actually an admin on the team. So I knew the situation. So when I tried to explain it, hey, no, that's who this is. I was, somebody in chat said, that's the Teresa from Jamie's Facebook page. And they're all like, oh, that's who that is. And then everybody was like, bah! And then I was removed from the chat and blocked.
Yes.
So then we
That's
went,
when it started.
and we were sharing her because she was doing Facebook lives, and you could share like the Facebook live in a group because it was like on her page. So we were sharing the content in Unmasking Chris Watts at the time.
Yeah, we were
So I
sharing
made a
her
post that
stuff.
said we're no longer promoting, like it's not within a channel, but we're no longer going to be approving those. And of course, because she treated me like shit, my friend Vanessa is like, that's bullshit. But we all kind of just let it go. We were all just like, whatever. And then she gets on YouTube and she's doing her YouTube stuff, whatnot. There was a situation where Cheryl and Cadel went on and said that the dogs were at the house, like the search dog or like canine dog, like police dogs were at the house.
Yeah.
And I made a post in the group because Vanessa is in that area. So, and I asked her, and
Yeah.
she was like, nobody here is saying that. So I made a post in the group because I don't believe that Cadel's the most honest person in the whole world, saying that she was lying. Well, come to find out, that had actually come from Natasha Cooper originally, which I didn't know at the time. I only had heard it from Cadel.
Yeah.
So then that pissed Natasha off because she thought we were calling her a liar, which in essence, I guess, I mean, we were, but it wasn't really her. But we didn't
Right.
know that, if that
It was
makes
a
sense.
situation we were saying wasn't true, which
Right.
it wasn't.
From our sources was saying it wasn't true.
From my
That
sources.
was really all it was. So then she went live about it and she was pissed. And so it was like she had done like 2 lives that day. So somebody told me about the second one and I went in and I was like, hey, like, we don't have any issue with you. Like, there's nothing happening. There's nobody sitting there saying, she's a big fat liar, nothing like that. I'm like, so like, can we just like, we share a lot of subs. We have a lot of friends in the community because at that time, I think it was Crafton and Kim were friends with her and friends with us. Some outside people that help with cases were friends with her, friends with us. I think Seeking the Truth with Dave and Larry at that time were friends with her, friends with us. We shared a lot of mutual people, and I was like, hey, like there's no reason for us to fight. Like we should just be good. We have a lot of the same supporters and no reason to fight.
Yes.
Then that's when she said that Vanessa was
smelling that day. Thank you, Sherry Ann. Yes, it was. That was the other thing. What people don't know that we're out of season, we had a blizzard that day, like a huge blizzard, and I remember because I was driving home from Wyoming, and we had a huge blizzard to the point where it was white out. One of those. So no. Anyways, that was another little piece of information that wasn't known. With the dog.
So when I went in the chat, I was literally saying like our source says this, so your source is saying something different. Doesn't even mean you're lying. Your source could be lying, or our source could. Like, it's irrelevant. Yeah. We're just saying our source says this. You're saying your source says that. She called Vanessa a bitch a couple times. Told me that everybody at Unmasked was dumb as dirt and to get the hell out of her chat. So I did, and I didn't go back.
Yeah.
Then you have all the recent stuff that happens. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there was like a whole big thing. Like. And I don't know, there was never, even at that time, there was never like a post anywhere or a chat anywhere that was like, I hate Natasha Cooper and I want to take her channel down and she sucks. And it was never like that. And it wasn't like that because I knew that our subs watched her, and it wasn't really fair to make you guys stuck in the middle of something that really didn't matter anymore, if that makes sense. Yes. She didn't like me. I was like, fucking, I'll just not watch you. Like, let's all move on.
Yeah. Oh, good. Finally, Maui girl. Really?
So, but I think that there are some players that are behind the scenes that are purposely pitting people against each other.
I think
sure. We know who won it. And I somehow, maybe because we didn't come out and say anything, we got like lumped into that. But there is definitely a crew of people that are purposely pitting people against each other to cause hate.
So I just hope, and I know everyone in here is not one of those people, but what's frustrating to me is when someone can put out a video like yesterday or whatever, and people, I did, and Teresa saw it, I've been answering all day long. I've been answering comments about whether or not we paid Allie. I'm getting sick of answering it, but I feel like if it's a sub, I need to answer them. But if somebody puts out a video, I don't understand why it's automatically believed. I mean, unless you just believe everything you see and hear, but it's unbelievable how often that happens. No, they are not, Marshall. It would be the other way around. But I know who, like what Teresa said is pretty much exactly what happened. That's how all this started. If you're like, how the hell did this even start? It wasn't random.
No, it was built up. And because we never addressed it, nothing ever
Yeah.
got solved. And I'll take responsibility for that because when I was on Natasha Cooper's life, she's like, why didn't you message me? And I'm like, well, we weren't friends. So I wasn't like going out of my way to fix anything. But
And I actually
in
did
hindsight, I
message her.
probably should have, so that it never got to the point that it's at now, because I don't dislike her. I don't, doesn't mean I agree with the things that she does. I don't necessarily like the panels that are, you know, not, to me, they're kind of hateful, but to her, in her eyes, she's able to release like her stress and her issues. And she likes to do that openly. I, on the other hand, don't. So there are people who will appreciate that and love that about her. And then there are people who will not like that and not watch.
Right.
But to each their own. And, you know, she apologized for whatever she had said to me back in the day. I apologize. Like, we're good. Like, there is no issue. There is no takedown. There's no squashing of anybody. There's no nothing. Like, it's good.
And that's the other thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad that Teresa went on. Exactly, Jessica. It doesn't. And if I did feel like I needed to pay someone to come on, that happens all the time. Then who knows? But if someone asked me if I did, I'd be honest about it. We're pretty transparent. But so far, we haven't had to pay anyone to come on the channel. So there's that. God, my eyes are watering. Sorry. Can you hear all the birds? It's like tropical bird meeting. But yeah, and then the other thing we wanted to clear up, just in case you were wondering with this whole, like the Mandy C, which I hate even speaking her name, and this will be the last time I ever do it. I reached out to her because she was bullied, or the perception was, and again, that's exactly how I was with MJ. I don't like when one person's being picked on by a bunch of other people. I don't like that. It bothers me.
Do you guys remember MCF? That channel, Mysterious Case Files. Do you guys remember that? So I wanted to just give a little background because Mandy was in Unmasking Chris Watts with us. And she went into Mysterious Case Files chat, and Crafton and Kim and MCF were all on panel, and they weren't very nice to her, and I didn't understand any backstory.
Right.
So Vanessa and I were like, well, they're both in our groups. Like, is there going to be like a problem? Maybe we should figure it out. Like we weren't necessarily friends with Mandy at that time, but she was there and we were always pleasant, and I didn't want to fight. So I reached out to Crafton, like, hey, like, what's going on? And then she reached out to Mandy to say, hey, what's going on? This unfolded a whole nother world of bullshit. I'll just put literally a whole nother world.
If I could go back and not care and never message her, I never would. Because honest to God, all I did was be like, you know, I'm sorry, I see you're getting picked on. And she immediately jumped on the victim train and was like, yes, I've always been picked on. These people are after me, da 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 da. And I was like, what people are after you? So I asked her for a list of all of these people that she kept saying were after her for years and were scaring her and were scary. So us running the groups, I'm like, well, send me a list of all the people that you think are threatening you or whatever. Not like I'm going to take them all out or like, but what I'm saying is I'll be aware of them for the groups. That's all. I wanted to just be aware of them, send them to the team so we could have an eye out. That's all it was.
Well, and then, so I messaged Crafton, and I'll just say, so he was like, hey, like, you know, he tells me what's going on, but I'm not going to repeat it because it was all a very personal situation that happened between the three of them that literally had no impact on what was going to happen in the group. And he was like, everything will be good. Like, don't even stress it. So that was all fine and dandy. The only thing that opened was this world of the, you know, McCamey Manor, I don't even know all the things that go along with it.
I don't either.
Manor, something about rejects, and then there's like a whole nother world out there. And if you guys remember when this was happening, we were talking on here like there's a world of people that like they go to this like torture house. We like brought it up on here. We didn't understand it then. I don't understand it now. I don't think Vanessa has a better grasp on it because it's very confusing. I've never really gotten into it.
And that's how that started. And so what happened was I left her voice messages, as you've all heard, and she keeps threatening to. She could release all of them. I could give a shit less. I'd release them if I still had them. I don't, because I unsent them to her. I have the written conversation, but that I've showed my entire team. But anyways, I sent her questions like, who is this person? Who is this person? Who is this person? And anyways, that's what she's released. And I was afraid legitimately that Mandy was going to do something to herself. I still think that this stuff goes so far that you never know what's going to happen. I do think there will be a day that this stuff goes too far and something really bad's going to happen. And it's unfortunate, but I can see it. And I felt this way for a long time, I think. And imagine what's been going on with us for a month, but I'm lucky. I have a good mental state. I've got friends. I've got an amazing team. So I'm not going to go off the deep end. But some people are not in a good mental state. They're not okay. And I think some of this shit might push somebody just too far. It's mean. And that's why I reached out to Mandy. And then she made a video with my voicemails for clicks after I reached out to her. So I contacted her and I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? I reached out to you as a friend and you released and then she said, anyways, I don't know who did that. So anyways, I don't know. So anyways, that's what happened there with Mandy. So anyways, that's the whole story there. She played my videos. I don't know what else happened with that, Teresa. She played my voicemails. And then I told her to take it down.
She said she did it because she wanted to be taken seriously.
Seriously, she wanted to.
Because she wanted people to know that somebody had her back. And so.
Yes.
But Vanessa didn't know enough to have anybody's back because we still don't understand the situation. And back prior to this, we had blocked a shit ton of people from Unmasking Chris Watts. You guys remember I went through and like obliterated that group?
Yeah.
Unknowingly, I guess there was people in there trying to tell us about the situation, and we blocked them.
I agree, though.
We didn't know who they were because we didn't know anything about the situation. So it was, so I don't even know how to. I don't even. So Vanessa said, "Hey, like take down that stuff because like you're saying, like I have your back, but I don't even know what's going on." And now she's like,
"Vanessa, my name out there."
She threatened me to take down that video, and it's like, no, she literally said you're misrepresenting the conversation.
I said, take it down. I was mad. I said, take it down because she was literally going, I want to be taken seriously. And I think you will help me be taken seriously. That's not how you treat a friend. A friend reaches out to you and you use them. She literally admitted to me she was using me for credibility. And that I was done with her at that point. And I said, we're done. I blocked her. And so she released my voicemails. Because that's what, as Teresa brought up so well on NC's Live, privacy means nothing to these types of people. So the minute you turn, and that's why I unsend a lot of my shit now after I send it, is because the minute something goes bad, they release all your voicemails. And so every single time I write a message now, I think, if this were on a video, would I be okay with it? It's exhausting. But I'm just saying that's the background.
Well, and if I said something a year ago and I was like, you know what? I mean, like, Beth is an asshole, which I never said that, Beth. I'm just using you because I saw your name. Like, Beth is an asshole. And then, like, today, I don't feel that way, but they go take that message and then they go put it up. And it's like, man, you called me an asshole. But I was like, it could have just been like, I was pissed off. And then I realized, like, it was just me. And then now it's like, there's so much conflict that goes along with it, which is, I fucking hate screenshots of shit because you don't know the context. You don't know.
Yes.
And especially when you don't know the person. Because when you read messages from somebody that you know, and I'll just say this for Snuffleupagus over here, when he sent that message, knowing how he talks, I see why he said what he said. Them knowing how he talks, it's totally not the same thing. So, and I don't agree with the message. I'm going to still say that very firmly. But that's like, we would never have sent that message. You know, he's a people person when it comes to fucking around and having fun. He's not necessarily the best people person when it comes to like trying to get a point across. But we know that because we know him.
He was coming from a place of defending us.
Right.
And it came from a good place because he has a good heart. His delivery, he's got one tool in his toolbox. His delivery is a sledgehammer. So that's what
whatever
kind of is that.
But so when you see screenshots of people talking that you don't actually know or you've never spoke to, you have no idea how they talk. So it becomes, you just pick it up like how you would speak, versus if you're talking to somebody that you know how they talk, I get my point across clearly.
What kind of bug is that? Hold on a minute. Sorry.
Oh,
my
God.
God, what kind of bug is that? Is
We've
that a
got bug
lizard?
issues.
What is that? Oh my God. Some big tropical bug is making its way
exactly
towards
how I feel about that.
Gross.
But you have to kind of understand, and I mean, I don't know. That's why, like, it wouldn't have been a message I would have sent. That's not how I would. If I had sent that message, people could have been like, "Well, holy fuck, what is going on?" Right? Because that's not how I talked, and they would have been like, But it can be perceived totally wrong, and it can be perceived totally out of context. And if I'm in a private message with somebody, like, it's called a private message. Is that why people are calling it like direct message and they say DMs now so that it's not private anymore?
I don't know. No, don't apologize, Louisiana girl. I know that some of you guys in here were confused about that message, but the thing is I've known him for a super long time. So I know how not everybody, and now the team knows how he talks. But I think there's a gecko on the table. Yeah, that's what it is. And it's just staring me down. If I scream and fall off my chair, that's why.
Yeah, Louisiana girl, you don't owe him. You don't owe an apology for that. I mean, it's well, then there's the other part that there does come like feelings. Like when she's sitting there calling Vanessa a bitch, like I have a problem with that. It pisses me off. Like if I sat here and just repetitively said like any one of those people, and I just sat here over and over and over again and called them that, like it's going to piss off them and all of their friends, which is why we didn't want to do that when we were upset with the situation, because then it affects all of you guys. And then you guys are like, well, what the hell's going on? And it's like, that was a personal fight between two people that was because of their friendship.
It's like a prehistoric bug,
like,
guys. No,
there's a gecko looking at her and she's freaking out.
It's like something more. If it was a gecko, that's kind of cute. It's like a prehistoric pterodactyl looking bug. I don't know what it is. And it's moving closer and closer. I'm going to start screaming and flip out of my chair. I don't know what the fuck it is. Anyways, you'll know when it gets closer because I'm going to fucking lose it. Anyways, no, it's, I'm keeping an eye on it. So, I don't know. Sorry. It's inching over here, like making eye contact with me. I don't know what it is. It looks evil. So anyways, yeah, he's got a good heart and it came from a good place. And I know it just didn't look, you could take it and make it look horrible. He's not an abuser. And I can't, but I don't know where it blends in with the wood. I can't put the camera on it.
She's getting so sidetracked right now. She can't even think.
Sorry.
Soul for Music. Anyway. I know. I saw you in there, but but that's kind of the thing. It's like, I don't want to perpetuate hate either. So don't go and be hateful on anybody else's behalf. Like, I don't want you to do that because it's not your fight. And I get it. Because like I said, when she's calling Vanessa a bitch, I'm like, here I am. I'm in there like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, but I don't want to perpetuate the hate cycle. Like I went on that panel to try to stop some of it and just say, hey, like there's a lot more issues that aren't being talked about. So stop looking at it, Vanessa, and pay attention.
No, I'm not. I'm paying attention. I have
a good friend to Vanessa.
Yes, it is. I will use my sandal.
He may do stupid shit, but I know he does it out of the fact that he cares about her.
Yes, and he's defensive, and that's just his way, and that's the way he did it. You know, I wouldn't have worded it that way because we're completely different people, but it did come from a good place, and so I can't fault him for that. And what really does piss me off, and I'm going to get mad, but I'm going to say it, what Lynn said on Natasha's Life was bullshit. She needs to be very careful with her terminology, and I'm glad that Teresa went on and did what she did on Friday night, because it seems like things are much better now as far as us and her are concerned. We shall see. I did message her after that. She hasn't read it yet because I'm going to be in the other folder, but I did message her after the live. Lynn is another story. Like I said, that's a separate thing. Lynn is on her last leg with me and she needs to watch it. But other than that, and I mean that not in a threatening way, for the love of God, But that's a different story. They're two separate people.
They are. It's two separate situations. And I think that as much as for me personally, I would love to see it resolved because it was a personal fight between the two of them. I would like to see it resolved personally, but there's so much going on in social media. It's almost like you either have to address it on social media somehow, or I don't know. I don't even know the right answer. I don't even know.
Why is everyone
Nobody's
defending you?
singing
Because
for
you
you.
need defended. Because you got in trouble.
I'm not defended because I don't agree. I don't agree. So it's not defended. I just for me as an outsider, because he wasn't friends with me prior, I as an outsider say I know what he was trying to do. It just wasn't.
Yes, Sandra. Sorry.
Right, Felony, like nobody has to get along. Nobody has to be best
Right,
friends, but we don't have to
right.
hate on each other.
We don't
Like
have to get
we
along
can all just
or
go
like
our
each
own
other.
ways and not hate each other. Like that's
But
better for everybody involved because there's. I don't know, dude.
I agree, Jessica.
Life already sucks enough with everything that's been happening. I don't know why I wouldn't want to perpetuate more hate everywhere.
And at least she took down the defamation that was yesterday, because I had it, and so I did put a message. But she defamed us again yesterday, and she at least took that down. So 1 point for you. Thanks for doing the right thing yesterday. But that doesn't. We still have a long way
And
to
she
go.
asked me directly, was anything paid for anything? And I said no, and she said thank you, and I'll take it down. And I said thank you, like, you know,
Big
I
whoop.
I
She
even
put it
sent
up
her a
in the
message so
first
that we can.
place.
What?
I know. Teresa's
Are
nicer
you
than
okay?
me. She said, yeah, I'm okay. I said big whoop. She put it up in the first place. No, I'm just hiding from above.
know.
I'm good.
But that's also the other thing is because you guys have like this like anger at each other at the moment that I don't necessarily have besides the hate that's being put out, which is what I told her on that panel. Like I didn't have any issues with her until all of the hate because I don't like it.
Exactly, Amanda. She put it up to be, you know why. So that's how she's going to be petty LaBelle over there. So at least she took it down because I'm not playing anymore. I'm just documenting everything. So as far as that goes, that's that. I'm not feeling as nice as I normally would be on that stuff because it's gone too far. So yeah, you might see, I did leave some comments over on that channel that I find hilarious. So what? That's my prerogative. I agree, Louisiana girl. And I honestly, I agree, Jax. And we try to, it just doesn't always work out.
And Aries girl, you're better for it. Trust me. So, but I think that at this point we feel like a lot has been resolved. So
yeah, it has actually.
Not everything has, but I think that we're definitely moving in a better direction, and I like that. I don't know. I just want to go talk about true crime with my friends.
Yeah. But make no mistake about it, we will defend ourselves if we need to. So, you know, right? Make up a Jackie. So that's that. But, hey, Nikki,
Jessica, I agree, dude. I can't even handle. She can't even focus. Where's the bug?
I think it blends in. It's like a chameleon prehistoric bug, and it's blended in with my chair. It's just waiting for me to turn my back so it can kill me. I think. I don't know. I'm just gonna forget about it.
Amanda, I get that, but then at that point, I think there has to be like a ceasefire agreement made, because if one does it, the other one keeps going, and so it's like literally like kind of how I feel like what happened with Natasha. Like I said, hey, like, this is my issue and that's my issue. And they're not the same people, so don't get me wrong, but it's like it's just gonna be it's never gonna stop.
Yeah. Which part, Annie? The bug part or the gossip part? Neither. Leather and lace. I can't kill it because it blended in with the fucking chair. So now I can't find it. It's like this big. I'm not even kidding you. Maybe Maui Girl can say what it is. It's like this big and it looks like a dinosaur. I don't know what it is. No, I can't. We've made up with almost everybody though. Hey, Jennifer.
Well, and here's what I said too. I was telling Vanessa, like, you got Critical K over there who made a live making up all kinds of fun shit about me, and I'm still over there when she's talking about something that I want to listen to. I still go watch her. She hates me. I don't have the best feelings for her. So, but I mean,
Yes.
we don't have to hate each other like publicly to make that a big deal.
Yeah. It's not in my bed. It could be a gator. I don't know. It might be a lizard. Okay.
You don't have a gator. It's probably just a lizard. New girl, she hates everybody. Yeah, whatever. She wants to try to say that I leaked the PDF. Like, such old news, and everybody's already seen the screenshots. So
Here we are.
it is what it is.
So
But I
19.
I still-
That's so
Still don't hate her.
2019.
There's really only one YouTuber that I can't stomach. There's
I'll show
one.
you who has a little.
One. And that's because I think she's a despicable human being.
That's because she is. But that's, yeah, I agree. No, Maui Girl. Oh my God, no, they have cockroaches in paradise. Oh God. See, I have a bug problem. Like, I'm terrified of bugs. So I don't even want to know that there's cockroaches in this place.
Ugh.
Annie.
Yes, Leslie. That would be the
Yes,
same.
Leslie,
for
that one.
That never changes because I know the shit that she has done behind the scenes.
Sure.
I have proof of the shit she has done behind the scenes, and I think she's a disgusting human being. And I'll never reconcile that because I literally dislike that type of person, and she can't change who she is.
Yeah.
I think a lot of what Kay does is an act, but that's just my personal opinion and totally a different live.
Yes.
And some of it I think, after being harassed for a month and she gets harassed, I don't know, since I've known her, there's got to be a part of that you just fucking break and become like a fucking total bitch. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, none of roaches are the yeah, those are terrifying. Roaches. Kristen,
Thank you,
watch the
Peggy.
Patreon episode from, when is that from? December?
Oh, it's December something.
December
I was really
16th.
pissed off.
December 16th.
Jennifer, how do you hate freaking roly-polies? They're
They're
roly-polies.
so cute.
They just roll up into a teeny tiny little ball and you can just
Barbara,
throw them around. Like, how you
it's-
cannot freaking hate. You cannot hate.
Thank
Bobby,
you.
it's part of the alphabet gang.
It's not K. It's, well, just watch the Patreon from
Yes.
Ray for Rustus. Yeah.
Yeah, Aries girl, I tend to agree. But I don't have any hate for her. That doesn't mean I want to be her best friend. And I think that's another thing. It's like, if you don't hate the person, then you're like best friends or like lesbian lovers.
Yes, Rosa.
And I'm like,
That's
no,
it.
I just don't hate him.
Beth, that's
Jax,
So
I would
funny.
probably say they probably both did it to each other. And now they're just trying to cover their own asses on who did what wrong.
yeah. Beth, you're like Cinderella, even with bugs. And yeah, that was the person who, just because friends, see, the concept of loyal friends is so lost on her that she doesn't even understand having someone's back all the time or being such a loyal friend that you feel like, you would back them anyway, or you get mad when they're insulted. Like, we all have that friendship on the Unmasked team. Like, we get mad for each other, that she has to turn it into Teresa and I are like a thing because she doesn't understand that kind of loyalty. It's really that simple.
Right.
And that's what
so
I
if you guys
figured
have noticed,
out.
that's who made the comment after I went on Natasha's live that night.
Yeah.
That I
Yeah.
do it because I'm secretly in love with Vanessa.
Yes.
And I'm like, no, it's
Or-
called fucking friendship, dumbass.
Friendship.
Like,
But she doesn't understand that concept. So of course she would think it's something else because she doesn't get it. Period. The end. So anyways, we wanted to clear the air because if there's any questions about what's all going on, that's literally the
Right.
explanation. And I'll like
and we don't care.
label
Go
it
watch whoever you want to
explanation.
watch. Enjoy whatever channel
Yes.
you want to enjoy. If you like it. Just do your best, honestly, to not perpetuate the hate cycle. That's all I say, because it doesn't make you a better person and it doesn't make them a better person.
I
it, sure
agree,
as hell
Jeanette.
it sure as hell doesn't help the person that's being hated on.
No. And Jeanette, I totally agree. And I feel like with the people at Unmasked, we have found our tribe, and we finally found, we've had people come and go. We've had mods get mad and release our
Oh.
shit. We've had mods get mad and threaten. We don't want to talk about that. We've had mods, but right now we have like this amazing group of women. So yeah.
Bobby, no, I didn't. Here's the thing. If it comes to Watts, like the case itself, I don't typically watch anything anymore. The only thing I cared about was that I think it's like the aftermath of the Watts circus, almost like the she hopped on panel and they told her to get off.
Who?
Okay, somebody's gonna have to fill me in on that. But like, there's like the whole thing with like Kim G and KK and you know, I don't know, like all that weird stuff. Like that intrigues me because I still think there's a puzzle that's happening in the background that I would love to be able to figure out, because I think it's, you know, part of what caused that case to be so toxic, and I'd like to know who the players are. Kelly, in my opinion, is a piece of shit human being, and I could care less about what she has to say, because I know she's a known liar. So here I am, not perpetuating hate. Sorry. See, I'm just a fucking human being, man. My shit comes out every once in a while. Her and her little pod of, I can't, because they're all just trying to spin this crappy, you know, Chris Watts is a fucking good guy crap. Like, make me vomit. I'm like so over it. I'm so over it. My daughter's on her way. I see her walking.
Does that mean you have to go when she gets back?
I have to drive. Yeah, so.
Oh. So it's going to be a short one, I guess, you guys. Well, at least we got to explain everything. And then
chill for a second.
What I was going to do is I'm going to release some fun stuff we're going to do in August, because I've been gone all month. I know I didn't get a lot done. They did. They got so much summer stuff done and whatever. So yeah, but I'm gonna release some August stuff we're gonna do. We have a ton of stuff planned for August. I'm excited.
I'm excited. I want to get out of this, and that's why I'm like, if we can just like move past all of it. And if you notice, all of it. Well, hello. I guess I'm here alone now. But all of it always comes back to Watts, whether people want to say it does or not. But it always ties back to that. So, and that's why I told Natasha, like when I was on her panel, I'm like, I could give a shit. Like, you can do whatever you want with the Watts case. Like, have at it. I don't care. Like, there's nothing personal about Watts. It was personal about me. And then she apologized. I apologized. And that was it. There's nothing. It always circles back to Watts. Well, hello. You decided to come back and join us. Did the bug get to the computer?
Were you big face? No, the bug.
I was all giant face, but it's kind of dark. So I was good for a minute.
God, my eyes are watering so bad.
And just, I want to say this too, you know, because they're talking about Cher, and Cher has always been a friend of the Unmasked channel. Like, so if she's doing what she, you know, feels is the right thing, like, we don't necessarily support the cause, but she's always been very kind to us.
You hope shirtless men are part of the agenda. I will put it on the agenda just for you, Barbara. The bug ate Vanessa. I had to kill it with my sandal. I didn't want you guys to think I was mean.
Did you kill it?
No, I didn't.
Is it gone?
Yeah,
Vanessa's in Hawaii and she had some weird bug on her table.
It was creepy as hell.
She said it was like a dinosaur. She put her AirPods in already. She's like, I'm not even listening to you.
I don't even want to listen to you guys.
Yeah, it's like,
that's okay.
This is why you guys are my friends. You're the only ones that.
I think all bad things have good things that come out of them, and if anything, it's made our team closer. And like I said, we've always been transparent, so I'm excited. We have a lot of fun things planned for August. We're trying to get some really cool guests on. There's one in particular. What?
Amanda says Pecs and True Crime, August.
Oh my God. Barbara, I will try to work something out for you.
Steph, I couldn't agree with you more. How about like hot guys without their shirts talking about true crime?
Oh my God.
Annie, I don't disagree, but that's, you know, everybody has to make that choice for themselves. You know, everybody has to walk that path. People told me, I think we talked about this too. People told me and Vanessa, don't get involved. Don't talk to the Watts. It's going to end in a mess. And we were like, we're good. Don't you worry about us. So I don't fault her for having to walk her own path. I never will. I worry.
Sandra, it's awesome. I really don't want to come back to Colorado, but apparently I have to. I can't afford to live here much longer. It's the most expensive place. Yes, let's make it happen. I'll try. I do have a really cool guest I'm trying to get on. We're trying behind the scenes so hard to get a couple things cooking, so hopefully that works out.
And I'm working on a part 2 with Allie, since I got cut off on the first one. So we're working on getting her back on.
Oh, you just have to raise the other money. You just have to get your cons ready.
Yeah, I guess I better start cashing in my cans or something. But anyway, the reason we were doing a part 2 was because I got cut off and I felt really bad. And so,
Amanda G, I have to. Sorry, I didn't cut you off.
I don't even know if Melissa's still. Oh, there she is, right there.
Okay, there it is. She's like some prehistoric
Bobby wants to know if Steve's coming back soon. Where do I send my interview dues?
Oh my God! Oh, you're talking with her now?
Yeah. So
Steve needs to come back for a part 2 for
we
sure.
had a couple other lives that were already scheduled, so we couldn't. I didn't want to reschedule them. One of them I'd already rescheduled, which was our lovely Ainsley, who came on and did a great job with her friend's daughter, Ayla Reynolds. So,
but I do want to. You get an interview with the new kids on the block. Do you know that one time, Stephanie, I sat by Jordan
She's just sitting
on
an interview with New Kids on the Block?
Wouldn't that be awesome?
We would fight over which one to have on.
Guarantee you, Stephanie M is sitting there right now, like, who's New Kids on the Block?
Oh, probably. Well, we'll describe it to you in chat, Stephanie. We'll let you know who New Kids on the Block is.
Yes.
So, weird thing, and I don't even know if Stephanie ever ended up seeing it, but the other day, my Facebook started playing music. So as I was scrolling Facebook, it was playing a song, like old school MySpace days. And so I recorded it and put it in chat, and then I had to describe what MySpace was for Steph.
Oh my God, Stephanie, seriously. Me too, Beth. That was my favorite. So Joey, all the way. Maui Girl, I didn't get to watch it because I was on the beach. My phone was overheating, but I got to see part of it when I popped in and said hi to Chris. So I need to go back and watch that whole thing. I don't know if any of you guys caught that interview. I didn't get to see the whole thing.
Did you see what Steph said about New Kids? An 80s boy band.
Stephanie. No. We have to educate her tonight in chat.
I know. Parody Patty. I think there's a part 2 that Chris is doing, I think tomorrow. I don't know if the part 2 was just to discuss the case or if it was another part of Hunter's H's shit.
I don't know. Was that tonight or was it Maui Girl?
Well, he did the interview with H, and then he did an interview with a psychologist or psychiatrist or some type of doctor, and then he said part 2 tomorrow, but I didn't know if part 2 was with H or if. Okay, Melissa's saying part 2 is with H, so that's tomorrow. But I still had a lot of unanswered questions because I had gotten kicked off, and Melissa B was so nice and handled that for me because I could not get back on that live to save my life. So I want to have her back on because I still had questions.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
What was the group that Drew Lachey was in?
That was somebody. That wasn't 98 Degrees, was it? Backstreet Boys? 98 Degrees.
It wasn't Backstreet. He wasn't Backstreet Boys.
No, that was 98 Degrees.
Yeah, he was 98 Degrees.
Ugh. NSYNC. Never mind. Oh, 98 Degrees. Yeah, Brooke, message me, would you? And Newfie Girl, I saw your thing. I'll check my messages. Hey, Muta Growl. I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever.
Stephanie,
I know, right?
She can tell you where you can find the list of what you can actually use and can't use.
Yeah,
MJ
I do have a list.
tell you too.
There's a huge list.
Wow, you showed up finally.
I know. There you are. I was just thinking about you the other day, not in a weird way. But I was like, I haven't talked to you the other day. I was just thinking about you the other day.
There goes the rumor mill.
Yeah, right. That's number 5.
No, just the admin chat, the wrench chat.
Admin chat. We have a wrench
That's why
chat.
that's where I have to break down, 80s, 90s stuff for
And
stuff.
teach Stephanie about anything before 1999.
Justin Timberlake was your man? Oh, jeez.
and see stuff.
Christine, I'm trying to see if Allie's available to come back on for her part 2. If not, then I don't know. I may just wing it and talk some shit.
You know, we should ask them, what
That
cases
shit.
do you want us
and it's like I'm gonna be talking shit. I'm not gonna be talking like real shit. I just random shit. Like shit.
What cases do you want us to do, that like new cases or whatever? If you guys want us to cover a case that we're not covering and you think we should, let us know. Like either PM us or put it in Patreon. Like
Right.
we were talking about a few, preferably not in here because we all know how that goes.
Yeah.
Tomorrow it'll be the same. Yeah.
Hold on, I missed what Louisiana Girl said. It must be weird. I've never been a boy band fan. I liked New Kids. That was about it. After that, I was done. Look at the Patreon post, or look in the Patreon lounge. Maui Girl says
The Maui
she
Girl
posted
did?
some stuff. Yep.
Okay.
When is T stop in court? I don't
wish
actually know.
knew. I'm gonna try to go with
What they were
that.
saying is that they thought that the rumor was that the Barry Morphew affidavit was supposed to be released this week. I haven't heard anything else about it though.
I will try to go to the Morphew because I don't know if it's true. I've heard that there might be a venue change. We don't know. If it gets transferred to Denver, I 100% will go. It'd be cool to go to Tisha's too. Yeah, what's going on with that, Stephanie? I put up a post for her anniversary of Molly Tibbetts. You guys follow that one? What is going on with that?
Cup of stars. Thanks. You feel like having a cup of stars
I
today?
really want to start digging into. Should I even say it?
Probably not.
Probably
I don't
not.
know. Vanessa's got like what, at least 3 that I know of documentaries like in mid
Halfway done. Yeah.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
she had to go like be all vacationy and crap. So
I do.
You know.
I have a bunch, and I was thinking for the mid tier and up, I could do like these shorts, like they were talking about. Do the short each month because I have shorts already done, just sitting
Do that.
in my thing, which I should just release Patreon only once a month. The shorts.
Yeah, do
Because
that.
there's some interesting ones. Yeah.
Stephanie and I have been telling her that for like a year.
They have. Yes, Beth, why I was calling. They've been on me to start a podcast with the documentaries and stuff. I think I should probably, once we get back, we opened a TikTok, which we haven't done anything with yet. And then maybe we should look at the podcast.
And yes, Larry Milletti officially named person of interest in the disappearance of his wife Maya.
Finally.
That's a big deal. Hopefully that means something's coming soon.
Oh no, I will. I'll check them out, Maui Girl.
Oh yeah. Justin Timberlake is gross. That's Bobby's parting sentiment right there. Just for that comment, Steve will not be returning. Well, you also wanted to do Britney Spears.
I do want to do Britney Spears, and I've been watching all the stuff on her too. That could be a short. But I do have these shorts done, and I have like 3 of them. I should just release them and make it a Patreon like mid-tier thing or something.
August 25th is Scotty P.
Oh yeah. Yes, I've been watching all the Britney stuff. Beth and Sherry have been on me about that too, sending me a bunch of stuff. So I really need to do that one.
Oh, Newfie, I'm sorry. Larry Milletti has officially been named a person of interest in the Maya Milletti case.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm getting heat for not leaving. So I gotta go.
Well, love you guys. Miss you. Thanks for waiting up for me. It's only 5:45 here. I'm still gotta go to dinner and stuff.
It's like 8:45 here, and I haven't had dinner.
Oh my god. All right. Well, love you guys, and we'll be back normal crap next week.
Yep. See you later,
No,
alligators.
I don't see anything new. Yeah. No, there's nothing new with Jepsy. They're looking for her, but other than that, no. Thank you, Rosa. Thank you, Louisiana girl. Love you guys.
All right, bye.
And see you Wednesday. Bye.